Good morning to everybody, and I hope everyone's doing well. So, question to you. Do you ever think about something and there's something that holds you back? Do you ever have self doubt in yourself, wondering, I'd love to do this, but I can't? Maybe you want to go into a new job, but there's something that's stopping you. Possibly want to go on a date, but there's something that's stopping you. Having all these ideas in your mind that you want to create something, but something's stopping you. All those things are called self doubt, and we have them. Everybody does. But to what point do you have self doubt? Is it to a point that it stops you from creating something that you want in your life? It stops you from moving forward because you sit back and you hold back from what could be? Because you have that fear on something that you've put together in your head because maybe you just don't know how to do something. So instead of venturing into it, you start thinking and you overthink it to the point where it's dead in the water and you're right back to where you began again. Now, as I said, self doubt happens to all of us at some points in our lives. But some people live with self doubt that actually stops them from actually living a life. And because of that, they enter into the world of anxiety. They have all these anxiety attacks, it stops them from moving forward. It leads to depression because they don't feel they can do what they want to do. They procrastinate because they just don't know where to start or how to start. That constant question of how? How am I going to do it? How is it going to happen? Stops you because we're so busy asking ourselves these questions instead of just moving forward, even with one tiny step. It also causes us to have this emotional instability. Again, it knocks us back. How many times can we keep on getting knocked back? Maybe you want to start dating. Ugh, just too fat, don't look good enough, not ready yet. How about maybe you do have that special somebody in your life, but somehow the relationship has fallen off and you start wanting to have something and you keep thinking of the horrible way of maybe I should be divorcing, but you have that constant doubt in your mind because you stop doing what you need to do in so many different areas. Low self esteem, all of these things come into play. I want you to start now to take one tiny step. And that's what this video is about learning to move forward and try to get rid of that nasty little creature that sits on us. I always look at it on two shoulders. We have a happy face here who keeps us going to tell us that everything will work out. And then we have that little devil on the other shoulder. You'll never make it through. You'll never be the one. How? How can you do that? You know what? You don't have what it takes. Am I telling you anything that you've heard before? Of course, I'm telling you things that you've heard before. But now it's time to throw those things off of your shoulders and start to move back. Move forward in that life of yours to start creating what you need to create. Start to look back at the wins that you have had. Stop fearing because fear means that it's something that hasn't ever happened, but it's your mind just starting to come up with these how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Stop that. All you need to do right now is start looking at things that you have accomplished. Learn to pat yourself on the back and say, wow, look what I have really done. Start building that muscle up. Write down all the things that you have accomplished, maybe just in the last year alone. If you need to, go back even further. Try not to compare yourself to others. You see, we're all individuals. Everybody has their brilliance in certain areas. We are all special in our own way. So stop looking at everybody else. Oh, so and so, look how wonderful they look. I don't know how they've been able to keep going forward. Look how much money they make. Oh, see them on Facebook? I see them. They're living the high life. You know what? We all have things that we fall down on, and we all have things to build up. But let me tell you, there's also, if you're looking solely at social media, you're only looking at take a pin and take at the top of the pin. That's exactly what you're looking at in social media in somebody else's life. So stop paying attention to that. Stop paying attention of what other people are saying to you. It's time to be also mindful of your own thinking. What's going on in your head? How do you talk to yourself? Isn't it time when you start talking that negative way that you have this thing that comes up and says, "Stop it"? That's right. Have a voice that comes out of you when you start to think things in a negative way and go, "Stop it." Say it out loud. Throw yourself into that. Oh, yes, it's time to stop that thinking. It's time to knowing that you're capable of doing anything, but you need to move one step at a time. I'm a very big advocate on slow steps, one step, one's moment. Because you know what? Through my life, I've hit some major walls. Even one point I drove my car into a wall. It was by accident. And it was that moment. What was I going to do? One step. One step to move forward in anything in your life. How? Don't ask yourself how. Think, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? That's the number one step you do. And if you don't know, if you really don't know, come and ask. I'm always open. So whoever's watching this and you have something that is stopping you because you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you don't know the right people. Maybe you have a world around you of people that keep on doubting you. The people keep on knocking you down. That's not for you. You need to be in a world where people pull you up. People tell you that you're capable of doing, because we're all capable of so much. So this video is to tell you that you're good enough, you're smart enough, you're pretty enough, and you can do anything that you want to. It's just moving forward. To remember to spend time with people that are going to support you, not people that are going to knock you down. And remember, you yourself are the hardest critic. If we only talked to ourselves like we talk to our friends, but we don't. We talk to ourselves in ways that we would never talk to anyone else. So I want you to remember that when you start looking at yourself in the mirror and you start criticizing yourself. Would you be talking to a friend the way you talk to yourself? Isn't it time to make yourself your own best friend and learn that you are good enough, you are smart enough, you are pretty enough? And if you need a cheerleader, an accountability partner, or someone just to guide you a little bit so that you can get back up on your feet and you can feel good about yourself, that's what a coach is for. A coach will help you think outside the box, help you to start giving you that accountability, that helping hand of that step, but not give you the answers. Because you know what? You know the answers for yourself. But the problem is you doubting yourself. So it's time to pack up those bags. Take all that self-doubt, take all that negative talk and put it all into a suitcase. And take that suitcase and shove it off. Send it away. Because it's time to allow yourself now to start flying. Yeah, you're capable. The problem is you just haven't had the edge that you really need to know what you really want. Why is it that you want this? That it will not allow you to stop, that it will not make sure that fear is that strong because your want is so great. So let's start talking about what we want in our life so we can move past that self-doubt, that moment that's stopping us from creating what we want to in our life. for finally losing those pounds that we want to get off of our bodies, for finally stopping of not wanting to get out, to be seeing other people, to possibly creating that relationship that's going to last, but maybe put some more little romance into that life that you're possibly looking that you really would love to have back. And most importantly, that you can start to really love yourself for who you are and stop putting up a face that you're somebody who you're not. It's time to be real. It's time to work on you. My name is Glenda Kroll, and I am here as the wise woman to tell you that you have more than you could possibly ever think of, and it's all within you. I am here to work with people that are willing to take action in their life. They want to move forward because they're tired of living that same life over and over, year after year. And every year they keep saying to themselves, this year is going to be different. And now we are halfway through the year, and has it become any different? It's time to make that change and make that shift. And you can do it too. My name is Glenda Kroll. I am the wise woman, and I believe that changes can come, but they need to come one step at a time. Stop doubting yourself, and it's time to fly. Join me and contact me, and we can work together to get you flying. Take care and hope you have a great day. And remember, love me, share me, but tell me, what is the one thing that's holding you back that you need help with? I want to hear from you. Take care. Have an awesome day. And I look forward to reading from you. Bye for now.